In the last episode, I was talking about nanotechnology for food industry. Either you protect the food by in the packaging, or sense the food whether it's good or bad, spoilage by putting nano sensor on this by colorimetric sensors, and use of the food material, especially the nutrients or the enzymes or the supplements, going in the minimum quantities and increasing its bioavailability in the form of encapsulants and then taking in the form of medicines. I also touched upon the toxicology aspects, and the nanotoxicology is being studied because lots and lots of food products and consumer products are coming. But the toxicology people should focus on when is it toxic, the load and the dosage of the material which causes the toxicity and pharmacokinetics, and how long prolonged use. If I am exposed to a nanomaterial, then is it really toxic? So all these aspects have to be put forward and then shown to the public so that they are not afraid of the toxicology. So these are the aspects one has to overall think before you get into nanotechnology, either as a researcher or a user or a industrialist to sell these products. Then I come back to the aspects of teaching nanotechnology and studying nanotechnology. And the people who wants to send their children to nanotechnology, they should also listen to this. Nanotechnology by itself is not a specialized area. It is highly interdisciplinary. I also told in the beginning of the episodes, first 1 or 2 episodes. So it's highly interdisciplinary. So if you think that you can do nanotechnology in bachelor's level like BTech or BSc, then you are gone. Why? Because you need to understand the physics, chemistry, all basics of the materials and the process so that you can implement and apply to the actual research. So if I am you, or if I want to send my son, I never send him to nanotechnology in BTech or MTech. I'll send him to core subject, whatever he's interested, whether it's electronics, mechanical, metallurgy or chemical. Then once he excels in those areas, then he can pick up. I don't mind if he takes nanotechnology as an optional, just to understand what nanotechnology and start thinking how the relevance of what he's learning in his core area and connecting it to nano. I don't mind that one. But not nanotechnology itself is his subject that we're really going to put the child into chaos. Once he reaches to a level of master's or PhD and start working for the research projects, then that makes a big sense. For example, again, I take myself. I'm a chemist, I'm a physical chemist, I'm a photoelectrochemist at PhD level. Then I worked on a lot of thin films, CVD, PVD thin films. And then I got into the concept of photocatalysis, nano silver, and now the battery, supercapacitor. Everything is nano. But if I don't understand the basic physical chemistry of electrochemistry or fundamentals of chemistry itself, I never can understand what I'm doing. So the success rate comes from the basics. Then the teacher, wherever you want to teach nanotechnology or for that matter any subject, first you have to introduce why I want to learn this subject or why you want to learn that subject. For example, you want to talk about nano silver synthesis and application. Start with your own well-known application of nano silver. It's antibacterial action on a textile or a decontamination of the water purification. Then start talking. Then the students will start showing interest in this subject, and then start working on teaching on why nano silver, Why not normal silver? What is the difference? And when they cut down the size, what happens to this silver surface and the specific surface area? How to measure surface area? And people get confused between the surface area and the specific surface area, because surface area is meter square and the specific surface area is meter square per gram. So that's what matters in nanotechnology. It is the specific surface area. Then you have a question, why silver is antibacterial? Actually, silver, zero valent silver metal is not antibacterial. It is a silver ion what is generated on the surface, or copper ion or any metal ion is toxic to bacteria. But silver, it doesn't corrode, it is a semi-noble, so it gives small amount of silver ions and kills the bacteria. So that's where the fundamentals of silver and silver chemistry. The student can think, oh, if that is the case of silver ion, why can't I use silver chloride or silver nitrate? Why only nano silver? Because silver chloride or silver, they are salts. They completely give the ions away whenever it is in touch with water. But if it is silver metal, it always in touch with oxygen and adsorbed moisture. So you have a finite number of silver ions that keep working against the bacterial enzymes or cell membrane. And when it oxidizes, it gets reduced. So it's a continuous cycling of oxidation and reduction, so that it is not consumed in the process. You should know the chemistry and the fundamentals of that one. And then you should say how to make and control the nucleation, like for example, bottom-up approach, how to make these nano silver particles from the basic raw material like silver chloride or silver nitrate, and how to control the nucleation and growth. So you should know the kinetics of the nucleation growth to understand how to make it nano size, and how to stabilize them by surfactant or functionalization or changing the pH. All these aspects are again chemistry. And how to measure the nano size, then you should understand what are the characterization techniques. One, I said BET surface area. And people get confused again in BET surface area, whether I can use nitrogen or argon, or can I use the same gas for any kind of material, whether oxide or metal particles. So you have to understand the adsorption kinetics of a gas, whether it is argon or nitrogen, on a given material, and that is again a fundamental aspect. So you should have all these transmission electron microscope, scanning electron microscope, STEM, and now a lot of other new techniques for the mechanical purpose like nano indentation. All these techniques are coming. So when you use all these techniques, you should know the basics of that techniques as well. Then you understand what information you are getting that is relevant to what you are expecting or not. What I want to say is that don't get into nanotechnology right at the beginning, and keep learning and enjoying, and get at the right time where you are actually capable of, and then connect it to nanotechnology. You can do wonders. And in this course of this destination of nanotechnology as your career, you must learn both fundamental aspects of physics, chemistry, and also the characterization basic principles and techniques, so that you will end up with good fruitful results. It can be a mechanical property or chemical property or any other property that is relevant to a given application. I think I gave a flavor of what is required for a teacher, a student, and a parent. So all these people, so that you don't get confused with nanotechnology, and then do your best, and all the best to all of you. Thank you very much.